Welcome to the Charleston Real Estate Connection Podcast, connecting and reconnecting you with all things Charleston. I am your host, Nia Joy, your Golden Realtor, licensed in the state of South Carolina. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the 22nd episode of the Charleston Real Estate Connection Podcast. I am so excited because I have some local heroes, I call them, here with us who are shining bright in the Charleston area with their business. I have with us Lorraine Smalls, the founder, owner of My Three Sons, and her son, Antoine Smalls. Thank you guys for joining me today.
Thank you for having us.
I know to tell the audience, you guys are driving, so you may hear some driving noises, but I am just so honored for technology and have that, and the fact that you guys are like, all right, we're going to do this. We're going to make this happen. I'm going to get started with you, Lorraine, and Antoine, feel free to follow up with this as well with your mother. But Lorraine, can you tell everyone, what's your connection to Charleston?
Born and raised, I grew up on Johns Island. Stayed there about 10, maybe till I was 10 years old. Then I moved to Charleston. And from there, went to high school, went to college for a little bit. So that didn't work out. So I went to the military. And that's where everything kind of like started for me.
What branch?
Army.
Yes. I know, Antoine, you got some Army in there.
I do.
I know that's all right. So you military? What happened with that? Did you were you in there a long time or short term?
3 years, and I stayed in the reserve probably about 11 years. And during that time, I went in as a cook.
Okay.
Got a chance, to go to Germany, where I had the opportunity to see all the little shops in the villas and with the different cooking and stuff. And I was like, I can do this.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So before the military and cooking, were you cooking much at home? Like, were you much of did you grow up just being great at cooking before that?
During my years in Johns Island, I had firsthand of picking the tomatoes, the cucumbers, all fresh stuff, and moved to the city. Didn't too much thought about cooking.
Okay.
And then went to school for about a year and a half. That didn't seem fitting, so I joined the reserves. And I came out, and I think I started to be a meter reader. I didn't like that.
Okay.
I said, you know what? I'm going to go back into the Army full time. And I went to 3 years, and I had the opportunity to meet different people and learn their different styles of cooking, everything from scratch. And when I got out, things just took off for me.
Nice.
And figured, hey, that's what I wanted to do.
Okay. So you found your love of cooking while you were in the military?
Yes, I had the opportunity to do kind of like the apprenticeship program. And I went through that. I learned all the basic techniques, and I got out, couldn't find a job. And I started out as a welder. I've got my welder certificate.
Okay.
And kind of like, ended up back at the house doing a little cooking with my mom. Tried that. Started being a meter reader and back up cooking again. So I met Miss Alice, and she kind of like took me under her wings.
Okay.
And I learned a whole lot from her. And from that point on, I said, this is what I wanted to do. So, Hurricane Hugo came, we not quite lost touch with one another, but it destroyed the building. So I decided to go to the Art Institute,
Okay.
and that where it really opened up the doors for me. And just being, I was kind of like the oldest in the class, and I was like, wow.
Right.
I went through the program, and during that time, I still worked different other jobs, and I lost my mom,
Okay.
and that's where I decided, I've got to do something else, and so started out back to work. I took a job for $7.25 an hour. I knew I was worth more than that, but it was just the experience and the passion for different types of cooking.
Right. Right.
Back up with the salads and together, just doing what I want to do.
Okay. Okay. So what about your sons? Like Antoine, did you I mean your connection obviously is Charleston somehow because your mom's in Charleston, but what else? What's your story? What did you leave?
Well, for me, like I said, born and raised here in Charleston. Grew up downtown on the east side between Johnson, America, Spring, Cannon. Those are all of the streets that I've lived on in downtown Charleston. You go down there now and it's not recognizable because of how much it's changed. So sometimes when I go down there, I feel like a visitor in my own city because it's changed so much.
Right.
And for me, I've only been away from Charleston, since my adult life. So I spent all my childhood, teenage years here, and I didn't leave until I was in my 20s, when I joined the military and was away. But other than that, I've been here. As you can see, I'm back home. So home is where the heart is.
Yes. And your mom.
Exactly.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Thank you both for your service.
No problem. Anytime somebody tells me, I always tell them thank you for the support, because without your support, we can do what we do.
For sure. For sure. I mean, I was a military spouse for a short period of time, and just the active duty life that's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough. And you guys come from it where you benefiting from, the trade and you learn things, but people don't see the other stuff that goes behind it, the sacrifices you make. So
exactly,
it means a lot. It means a lot for you to come back and then you start here in your own community and you give back by, starting a business and doing your thing. So that means a lot. Yeah. Yeah. So what about you, Antoine? Your love for cooking? Do you cook as well?
I do. I'm more of a baker than a cooker. I discovered a hidden talent.
Okay.
Because being stationed in Kansas, I remember I went to the store looking for some Roger wood. They did not have Roger wood, and I was heated. I went as far as to contacting them directly, and they would not ship me anything to Kansas.
What?
So I've been dabbling in, this is one thing I give my mom credit for. She will find something in the cabinet and make a meal out of it.
Yeah.
Never hungry.
So I have never went hungry in any way I've lived.
Nice. Never went hungry. I know that's right. That's a gift. That's a gift. Forget that. You learn stuff formally, but that's a gift. Everybody can't make it taste good too.
Exactly.
Yeah. So like when it comes to your business story, Lorraine, tell me about your business love story and how you took your love for cooking and brought your sons into it and actually, brought this idea to the ground where you're like going from just doing it because you enjoy it to making this a business.
Like I say, when I got out of the military, I got to give credit to Miss Alice. She was my very first boss. That I'm sorry.
No worries.
That gave me a chance because I was going door to door looking for a job. They tell you, you're going to the military or you're going to get a job just like that.
Yeah.
No such. And so she took a chance on me and got in there. Started out, waiting on tables. I'm kind of a shy person, so had to do some errands, and she just told me, "You want to come in the kitchen?" I was like, "Sure." And from that point on, she showed me what she needed to be done, and went in there, and certain things I've learned throughout my military career. I know how to do little things, and I just just started putting my own little spin on things, and she was pleased about it. And from that point on, it just blew up.
It just blew up. It was like boom. You like, wait a minute, I might want to do this full time about
Yes.
with my people.
Yes, and I learned all the base. Well, she laid the foundation for me, and I just we in their kitchen together. We all share things, and I took it and ran with it.
Nice. So she was pretty much like your mentor.
Yes, and I always call her my second mom too.
Your second mom.
Without her, it wouldn't have been my three sons today. And
wow.
I am very appreciative of her for that. Now, I would tell anybody.
Can you tell us a little bit about Miss Alice? I know she may also be a low country legend, but can you tell some people a little about who Miss Alice is, her name and everything?
Her name is Alice Warren. She grew up in what's that? Ruffin, South Carolina.
Okay.
She came to Charleston when she was 18.
Okay.
She started out cooking at the Ladson House downtown. They call it Back the Green. Eddie Ladson.
Know about that.
She kind of like was in the same position I was. He needed somebody to step up. And that's what she did, and that's what made her famous these days. She was cooking, 40, 50 years now, and
wow.
She's there with us at the shop. So
oh wow. What did she where was that where you started working? What was the name of that place?
It was the Ladson House that she started with, and then when I got with her, it was Alice's Southern Vittles.
Oh, okay.
Then we moved, and then she went to Alice's Fine Food, and and then the business closed, and I just kind of like did other jobs, but we always end up back together. So
nice. That's awesome. That's awesome to have that story and that memory, and yes. Losing a parent like that, I can relate. You lose a parent, and you God sent you somebody else, and it's everything you need, and you don't know it. Yeah, that's amazing. I remember the name. That's why I was asking you to tell everybody, because I spent a lot of time, my childhood back in there. I spent a lot of my childhood over there, so I remember it was good times, good food.
Yes.
It was a good time. So Antoine, like as far as for you, being a part of the business, like what's your role with the business, your mom's business?
So basically for me, I have a business background because I got my Bachelor of Science from Charleston Southern in business. So I have a business background, but my main focus in my life is dealing with computers because I contract for the Navy as well, in addition to being in the reserves. So like I said, my thing is when I get there, I just want to make sure, everything's being ran right from a business aspect of it.
Okay.
So I play my role. I do what I need to do. I fuss when I need to fuss, and I make customers happy.
But that's all right. I hear your mom keep laughing every time you talk, and I'm just like, I'm trying to know, like, is that a gauge for you on point? You on point over there?
Yeah, because I expect a lot of high efficiency and work from our staff because me and her, we lead by example. We just don't come and tell people what to do. We actually by example. So that's basically what we try to instill in the employees that we hire and the employees that we have.
Okay. That's good. So right now, let me get this straight. So you're still in the reserve. You're in the Navy Reserve?
Army Reserve.
Army Reserve. Okay. Army Reserve. And then you still helping out with the business. Nice. Okay. And then what is the role of your brothers? Like, where are they involved in the business at all?
So Sadale, who you went to school with, Sadale helps out mostly with the caterings that we do.
Okay.
And we actually lost our baby brother in January.
Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
Yep.
Wow. So that means a lot. Like, my three sons, I know you were telling me earlier, the story. I don't know if you want to share with the audience like your story of how you named the restaurant.
Yeah, I just, like I say, I wanted to find something unique that nobody had. So I just, just did the My Three Sons, and we get calls there.
Uh-huh.
I guess they thought we were a moving company, and I was like, "No, we sell food here." And I was like, "Yes."
Right. Yeah, because I think there is something similar to that. Something
Yes.
sons. All my sons.
Yes.
Not my three sons. Is all my, yeah, it's like all my sons. Yeah, that's not even, no. Okay. So the new restaurant here is in North Charleston. I know you guys are in a new location. Tell me about that. Tell me about, I was asking you guys earlier about the building and what it means to you guys.
There's so much space and opportunity there now.
Mm-hmm.
I can finally do my breakfast. That's like a pet peeve for me. I love to cook breakfast for everybody.
Okay.
Everybody knows when I, do breakfast. So that's going to be a big plus for me there, because there's, no place that I see in the Charleston area that actually sells, do breakfast just like home.
Mm-hmm.
So you go. So when we do start and you come in there, it's going to be just like your home, just like home.
Ms. Smalls, when you were talking about the uniqueness you were bringing to Charleston, you were talking about how you wanted to bring, breakfast back, and that's one of your specialties is having a home cook, meal for breakfast. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah. Well, just going to do the basic stuff like the grits, the home fried potatoes,
Mm-hmm.
patty sausage, the shrimp and gravy, the fried fish, and probably doing a little southern style omelet. I haven't decided what yet I'm going to put in.
Yeah.
So, and yeah.
Okay. That sounds good. What about that the salmon croquet?
Oh yeah.
Some
Absolutely.
of that. Some of that.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so that shrimp and I know that shrimp and gravy and grits gonna be in there. Sauteed shrimp. Okay. I'm just thinking about it in my head already. Just like Mom used to make on Saturday morning. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So and then what some of the feedback that got cut off earlier, I was asking you, Antoine, I was asking you about the sign and the colors, and it only caught the end of it. And it was too good to have to miss. So
that's no problem.
Yeah,
no
so
problem at all.
tell us about the colors out, this color scheme and the sign, and what it means, as far as my three sons, the restaurant sign that's there pictured in Southern Living magazine.
Yeah, so the sign and the building layout is actually purple and gold. It's a representation of the greatest fraternity in the world, which is Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated, founded in 1911 on the campus of Howard University by 3 undergraduates and their faculty advisor, who is from Charleston, South Carolina.
That's big.
So our building sign, it actually has a jazz feel to it, kind of like the New Orleans jazz feel to it, mm-hmm. where it's a trumpet player sitting on there, and he's surrounded by 3 little boys, which represents the 3 sons of Charleston.
Okay, I know that's right. That's right. And your brother's names, you wanna share us what your brother's names are?
Yes, I'm Antoine. I'm the oldest. The middle son, well, we call him son number 2. That's Sadale, and son number 3 was Courtney, who passed away in January.
Okay. Well, what better way to honor him? And I know the name has been carrying on for quite some time. You said you got started in 2014, Lorraine, as far as the restaurant name.
Yes. So we were actually incorporated in 2007.
Okay.
But we didn't have the brick and mortar building until 2014.
14. Okay.
So in between that time, there's been a lot of catering and a lot of food we've been putting out in the city of North Charleston.
All right. All right. Well, can you tell everybody, I know you guys just did a huge, you guys did an article in Southern Living Magazine. I'm gonna put the link in there for everybody to read and share the pictures and whatnot. Can you share with everybody how everybody can get in touch with you, the location of the restaurant?
Yes, of course. We're at 5237 Dorchester Road in the heart of North Charleston, right next to the Money Man Pawn Shop. We can be found on all social media platforms. You can find us by searching My Three Sons of Charleston or MTSOC 2014 on all social media platforms.
Okay. And we'll put that in the description as well.
Okay.
I know everybody's, if they want to place an order, they pretty much can just make a phone call and they still can pick up orders right now at the restaurant.
Yes. Yeah, so right now, and one thing I do want to point out, and a customer actually brought it to my attention, we are the only soul food restaurant in this area with a drive-through, and we plan on using it to as much as we can. We're going to use it.
Wow, I did not realize that. I was thinking of another one, but their window is not open.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Wow, yeah. That's a big deal. So I could see some of the things that you guys may be doing with that. That's nice. So how does that work? So like you would just call up the order and you guys just give you a time frame and they just come through the window, pick it up, slide through.
Yep. So you call your order in. So you call your order in based on the amount of orders we have, and then we can kind of tell you exactly when your order is going to be ready. Okay. You pull them through the drive-thru, we ask you your name, give you back, and you keep on your way.
Nice. And I'm sure people still stopping in there and placing orders through the window as well?
Yes.
Okay.
So right now, the way we have things set up, we have signs posted in the windows and outside for anyone calling, trying to order. We're asking everyone, in the act of social distancing, we're asking everyone to call their order in. And basically, like I said, if they're paying over the phone, they have the ability to literally come right to the drive-thru, pick up their order, and keep on going, where they don't even have to get out their vehicles. So we're trying to make it easier for the customers as much as we can.
Well, that sounds good. I'm gonna come there on Friday. I'm gonna put an order in on Friday.
We'll be waiting for you.
Pick it up. I look forward. I look forward to it. Yes. I'm so thankful for you guys taking the time out of your schedules to chat with me and share some stuff about the business and what My Three Sons means to you and your family. You guys have obviously just been through a lot, and you're still giving back, and it means a lot to me personally as a Charlestonian. And you keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
Thank you. And you keep doing what you're doing as well, because we need people with your platform and your voice to help folks out like us. And we really appreciate the opportunity for being on this podcast.
Well, I hope that we can do it again. Hopefully when we're open or even closer to that time. I'd definitely love to come and take some footage out there and get to see how you guys work.
Okay.
Yes, we look forward to it. And once everything kind of normalized, we're actually planning a grand opening where we're going to get the entire community involved, because we're in a whole new environment. So we want to show the customers in the area the service that we provide in that way. We want everybody to feel like family.
Nice.
We're going to be there a while.
That's good to hear. That is so good to hear. We love to hear that. Well, I thank you again. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening.
Thank you.
Thank you. You do the same.
You guys have just heard the 22nd episode of the Charleston Real Estate Connection podcast with Lorraine Smalls and Antoine Smalls of My Three Sons Restaurant, located in the heart of North Charleston. Show them some love, put in your orders, and give back. We look forward to eating some good food here. Thank you so much for listening. Stay safe out there and stay golden. This has been another episode of the Charleston Real Estate Connection podcast. Thank you so much for listening. You can find us on our website at charlestonreconnection.com. That's charlestonreconnection.com. Or check out our YouTube videos at Golden Spaces by Nia Joy. That's Golden spelled Golden Spaces by Nia Joy.